Hi guys, Scott here with another tip of the week. I had a student call in and had some questions. They were analyzing a deal, and the broker and the seller, they didn't have enough figures to be able to put together the net operating income of the facility. They had mixed a couple of businesses in. They didn't have receipts. All they had were tax bills and a couple of insurance bills. And she said, how can I run it through the Valuator software and be able to determine what the net operating income is? And I don't have a good answer for that. Unfortunately, there's lots of times where these business owners, either they mingle businesses together or they just haven't kept very good books, and there's really not much you can do other than to try to piece things together as much as you can. There are some resources out there with Marcus and Millichap, through CoStar, through LoopNet, where you can find, and also some of the other trade organizations, the Self Storage Association and Inside Self Storage, to be able to determine, what some of the average percentages are for some of those expenses on facilities all across the country, and just try to kind of piece it together. And just realize that you're going to be somewhere in the 28 to 35% income to expense ratio. In other words, your expenses are going to be somewhere between 28 to 35% of the income. So if you've got the income piece and most of the rest of the expenses, you can kind of extrapolate and get it from there. But otherwise, you may just have to wait and come back to them in 6 months and tell them, hey, you're going to have to start tracking some of these expenses so that we have a good idea of what they are. So with that, this has been Scott with another tip of the week. Have a nice weekend.